Her fetus was dying, making her sick, and she needed an abortion. But according to Texas law, she wasn't yet sick enough. Elizabeth Weller said she supported a woman's right to choose, but thought she'd never be able to have an abortion herself until she needed one. At 18 weeks, something broke and she was covered in fluid. The hospital doctors confirmed she had suffered premature rupture of membranes, meaning there was little amniotic fluid left. This is a very dangerous situation, not only for the development of the fetus, but for Weller as well. They were both at risk for a serious infection called chorioamnionitis, among other complications. The hospital sent her home, encouraging her to pray about it with not a lot of other information. She had to beg her regular OBGYN for facts. And before Roe v. Wade was overturned, Texas had already passed its draconian SB 8 law, which banned the procedure and prevented Weller from getting care. Her OBGYN did everything they could to help, but ultimately there were no options. Weller could wait for her daughter's death or for her own health to become worse, both of which were agonizing options. Weller's condition worsened quickly, and she was showing all signs of an infection, but the hospital still wouldn't do anything to help. It was now in the hands of an ethics board. Days later, getting sicker by the hour, there was another gush of fluid, this time darker and scarier. They rushed back to the hospital, saving some of the discharge in a plastic bag as evidence of how sick she was. This is what abortion bans do to people. While she was being checked in, her doctor called. The ethics panel of the hospital had finally decided that she could be induced. So eventually, she was induced, and as predicted, their daughter was stillborn. The couple says they want to be parents, but are still dealing with the trauma of what Texas forced them to go through. If they'd been in a different state, Weller would have been able to safely terminate her pregnancy sooner. So eventually, Weller joined the lawsuit against Texas that fought for fatal fetal abnormalities like hers to be included in the list of exceptions, but ultimately, courts denied their efforts.